So how would you describe the menopausal transition? Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Anna C, but you will find me as Dr. Anna CD on social media. So let's take a deep dive into the challenges, complexities, and signs of this transformative phase in a woman's life. In this video, we're going to explore the symptoms of perimenopause. If you're new here, welcome. I'm on a mission to build a community with you and thousands of women out there seeking empowerment through easily understandable science and a lot of empathy. So, perimenopause is a transformative phase that brings about a variety of symptoms impacting both physical and mental well-being. Each woman's experience is unique, but today we will discuss the most common symptoms that many of us may encounter during this journey. From irregular periods to hot flashes, mood swings, to sleep difficulties, perimenopause can manifest in numerous ways. These symptoms often start in your early 40s, and they can fluctuate in intensity, duration, and may persist even after your last menstrual cycle. So it is super important to recognize the diversity of the experience. That's key to provide personalized care for each woman. The problem is that usually doctors and women in general describe the start of menopause symptoms when the periods become irregular and there are hot flashes and night sweats. But there are much more symptoms, many that begin even before these typical menopausal symptoms. So let me list some of them. Mood swings, increased anxiety and depression, difficulty sleeping, fatigue, vaginal dryness and painful sex, decreased libido, weight gain, especially in this mid area, brain fog, joint pain, breast tenderness, changes in your hair and in your skin, digestive issues. The list goes on and on. But today, let's dive into the most common and impactful ones. 4. Hot flashes and night sweats, sleep changes, mood changes, and changes in weight and body composition. So women often describe hot flashes as a sudden, intense feeling of heat, sweating, and flushing that comes out of nowhere. It's also common to have an increased heart rate and feeling palpitation. And following this intense heat, some women may experience a sensation of chills as the body is attempting to cool down. You can also feel anxious and a little bit lightheaded during a hot flash. Fortunately, they are typically brief, lasting anywhere from a few seconds to a few minutes. And night sweats are like a hot flash in the middle of the night. They involve sudden and intense episodes of sweating during sleep, and often people wake up drenched. It can, of course, disrupt sleeping and lead to fatigue during the day, and sometimes they're so severe that women say that they have to change their PJs and sheets. It is important to note that the intensity and frequency of hot flashes and night sweats can vary a lot from one person to another. Why do we get this boiling sensation? Well, during perimenopause, there are hormonal changes, which can affect the hypothalamus, a part of the brain that regulates body temperature. These hormonal fluctuations can lead to instability in the dilatation and constriction of blood vessels, resulting in a sudden sensation of heat, sweating, and flushing that are characteristic of hot flashes. So these symptoms are also known as vasomotor symptoms and refer to those symptoms related to the regulation of blood vessels. Therefore, vasomotor symptoms is the fancy way to calling hot flashes and night sweats. So approximately 80% of women undergo vasomotor symptoms during menopause, with a peak presentation within the first 2 years after the final menstrual period, when the fluctuation in estrogen level is the greatest. Surprisingly, more than a third of women with moderate to severe hot flashes continue to experience them for over a decade after the last period. Let me tell you, my mother is 73 and she still gets hot flashes every now and then. We will explore deeper into the importance of early education on menopause on our next video. So remember to subscribe here to my channel and turn on the bell so you will be notified when the next video is on air. And please leave a comment raising your hand if you have been feeling hot flashes. Now let's talk about sleep changes. So women tend to have problems with the sleep as they approach menopause. Why? Factors like hormonal changes, particularly that decrease in estradiol and increases in FSH, play a big role. And vasomotor symptoms like those irritating hot flashes are strongly linked to sleep disturbance. But that's not the whole story. It's not just about the hormones. Other factors related to the menopausal transition, such as mood disturbances, other diseases or medical conditions, and life stressors, of course, come into play. So remember that good sleep quality includes getting at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep, achieving deep sleep stages with minimal disruptions or awakenings, waking up refreshed, and having a healthy balance of REM and non-REM sleep. It is characterized by restful, undisturbed sleep that positively influences physical health, cognitive function, and emotional well-being, and giving us that sense of vitality and resilience to stress. Listen, sleep quality is essential, and we know now for sure that poor sleep quality contributes to disease and poor health outcomes. So remember, sleep quality is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Leave a comment below if you want me to make a video on tips and tricks to manage this symptom. Now let's dig into the shifts in mood. So increased depression and anxiety are common changes during menopausal transition. Estrogen is neuroprotective, and the fluctuation in estrogen level in the central nervous system can play a significant role in causing these mood changes. So over a 5-year period, the SWAN study revealed that 16% of women without any pre-existing history experienced new onset depression or anxiety. That percentage increases a lot in women with history of depression and anxiety. Depression is a prevalent and disabling condition that can have a significant impact for many women. How does depression look like? Basically, persistent sadness, loss of interest in the things that you used to enjoy, changes in your sleep or appetite, fatigue, feeling worthlessness, difficulty concentrating, irritability, and physical symptoms like aches and pains. Depression is treatable, and support from mental health providers can make a positive influence. So if you think you have depression, look for help. There is someone out there that is more than happy to give you a hand. Another common symptom in perimenopause is changes in weight and body composition. So hormonal changes, metabolism, and lifestyle factors may influence weight gain, of course, during perimenopause. You probably know this, but do you know why hormones are so important? So, as we have mentioned before, through menopause, our bodies undergo significant hormonal changes, especially a decrease in estrogen. But other hormones are affected too. And this hormonal shift or imbalance can contribute to physiological changes like weight gain. Now, here's the signs. There's a decreased estrogen level and increased androgens, like testosterone, that combine with changes a molecule that is called sex hormone binding globulin that can increase central adiposity. That sex hormone binding globulin, it's a protein that's in the blood that binds to sex hormones like testosterone and estrogen, regulating their activity. When this globulin attaches to the hormone, it influences their ability and effectiveness in the body. So, changes in the level can impact the balance of sex hormones and may have various effects, including changes in metabolism. So it's not just about diet and exercise. It's about these hormonal shifts impacting our body composition. Now, Typically, women say they notice an increase of fat in the midsection, like in the belly. Well, before menopause, estrogens play a key role in shaping our body. They encourage the accumulation of fat in the gluteal and femoral regions, so basically your booty and your legs. A distribution that we name as henoid or pear-shaped. This is positive for cardiovascular effects. It reduces the insulin resistance. That is why before menopause, women rarely suffer from heart attacks. Now, enter androgens, they take a different route. They're responsible for storing subcutaneous fat in the abdominal region, what we call the apple shape. An increase in FSH, follicle-stimulating hormone, and a decrease in circulating estradiol means there is a relative increase in androgens or testosterone, and therefore a shift in the balance of our hormones, leading to a change in your body composition. What does that mean? Brace yourself. It's the area of android or apple fat distribution. Adipose tissue starts piling up mostly on the abdomen area, like men, and there's a notable increase in total visceral adipose tissue. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow midlife warrior. Join us on this journey following our community on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. Take care, and thank you for watching. See you soon.